Hi, fellow travelers. Before I sign off, I wanted to say something so that we can reflect about it. And it's self love. Self love and self care. Like proper and genuine and true self love. One of my best people told me they wanted to have something, and I said, go ahead. And they said, I've not had it. That was after 2 days. I've not had it yet because I'm scared of being too nice to myself. And then an insight came into my knowing, and I've lived that. I have always treasured who I am. I have always treasured even maybe my background, and I would always say, catch me doing that. Me so and so's daughter. Not because we were rich, not because, but by the respect I would give that. So I've always known that. Then life happened. I started discounting myself. I started not thinking because I could see, but then I would compromise my own values. I would compromise my knowing. I could compromise my wisdom to deserve better and to love myself better, that I can't allow any other person to treat me otherwise. So when she told me that, I said I have to come to you and remind you so that you remember. What I'm saying here is not new. Nothing is new under the sun. Even all the wise words and scriptures and what I've written it. Nothing is new under the sun. But we need to remember. We need to be reminded. So when I come here, I'm just reminding you that you deserve to love yourself. If there is anything good out of this world, give it to yourself first. Because knowing that, you will know how to give it to others. And you will also know how to be the judgment of what you're worth and what is not to your making. So to know yourself first and to know yourself well, and then to look after yourself. I know I've not done it so many times, and as I'm awakening to look after myself, to treasure myself like the true treasure I am, I also need to remind everyone. Since there are so many things you wouldn't have done or you wouldn't do if you valued yourself, and you can't value yourself unless you know who you are. But when you look around and you see the majestic and so like the amazing things that are in this life, and then you are part of it, you even go beyond your parents. The breath, it's free, we get it. But do you know that there are people we call rich, we admire. There are people we call that, for them, when they can't do anything when that time comes for the breath to go. So love yourself while you can. No one is going to do what you have to do for yourself. That's why we are not at peace. Every time we expect from others, you see, Shakespeare said it, that he doesn't expect anything. And that brought him genuine joy. Okay, does it mean that you're always going to be smiling? No, But there is a certain contentment that you have when you know it is up to you. Even when you get it wrong, when you do something for yourself, the lesson you have while doing it teaches you. If we loved ourselves more, we would know when it's time to close a door. We would know when it's time to open new doors. You would even know when it's time to be by yourself. I had a self-reflection and I discovered that, honestly speaking, I love my space. And me loving my space, I love the energy I bring into my space because I will know how to feel that my energy is disturbed. I will know how to uplift it. So, when everything is up to you, then there is resonance. Even your body will be able to trust you. Even your mind will learn to calm down and look at you because it won't be outside searching and collecting where to depend, where to rest, where to get reassurance. No, you become your own anchor. And by doing that, you will actually be coming home to Creator, the God, the force that feeds you and nourishes you. You'll be at home. And every time we love ourselves, we are loving God. When I talk of love, loving oneself, I'm not talking about what they call narcissists, whereby you think you're better than others, whereby you think you're more deserving than others. No, that is actually sickness. But true love is being able to breathe and be yourself and accept yourself and look within and find out what makes you tick, and then eating what you really want to eat, then not being forced to do things that are against your will, not to sell your life because so and so has said it. We get pushed around so many times. When you came here, you didn't come because of culture. You didn't come because of a country. You didn't come because of anything. You came as life. Yes, you could have manifested wherever you manifested, but you were far beyond that. You were a human being. You were pure consciousness. So anything that is limiting, anything that is pulling you down, anything that is making you love yourself less is not worth your time. We don't have a lot of time here on this visit. We will soon go back home. Soon could be 100 years. It could even be 130 years. It is still soon. So don't waste your own time and give yourself the best. When you know how to give yourself the best, you will know when it's not the best for you. And if you know what is best for you, you'll be able to give it to someone. Why? You start to want it for them. This way you won't be fighting in anything, even in relationships. You will know that it's not working. Instead of putting together, we are pulling apart. And with that knowing, you'll be able to say, you know what? We all deserve much better. We deserve to be really happy in this life. We are not sharing anymore. Something else is going on here. And this is common sense. But common sense is not common to us anymore. You know why? Because we've been taught that life is so complicated. Life that is so easy has been hidden from us, that we've been taught it for life to make sense. You have to have this, you have to be that. No. For life to be life, you have to be human. It's not the cars you drive. It's not the houses you have. It is the joy of who you are. It is being able to be okay with being just human. It is appreciating the way you are. I saw somebody was telling me, oh, we want you to be an ambassador for our wigs. Yes, if I want to put on a wig, I can put it on. But I'm not my hair. I'm not this. I wear this. It might look nice to you, but I'm the Indrella. And if you like this, but you don't like the Indrella, if our energies are not compatible, then no matter how much I don on, it won't make a change or even a difference. And it's what is going on. Love yourself first. Give yourself the best first. And especially if whatever you're giving is in the natural form. Our DNA understands that better. Our DNA understands nature and natural much better than all these other things we have added on. So, may you be able to never think that you are being too nice to yourself. May you always be able to love yourself so much that you feel fully, abundantly contented with just being. When you get to that level, it doesn't matter who is with you or who is not with you, because you will know where you're going. But if you don't, you will go running after everything you see. And you will first walk a journey before you realize that actually you're lost. So, know thyself well. Above it all, start with little things of loving yourself. Every day you wake up, ask yourself, what can I do for myself? What can I do for you? You can even ask your body, what can I do for you today? You know, even when you shower with love. These are little things that bring so much to life. You don't need to put on a lot of makeup, but it's good to put it on. But when you nourish your skin, appreciate it. This is a skin that I've worn for decades and decades. These are the hands that have served me since they were tiny and holding my mommy's boobies, yet they are still here. So, love yourself. Love every part of yourself. If you can't even do it, start when you go to the bathroom. Be with yourself and love yourself and say, I love you. I love you, my nose. It don't matter how people think about it. I love you, my eyes. You've shown me so much and you've cried tears, happy tears and sad tears. I love you, mouth. You've blabbered, you've gossiped, you've talked sense. You be grateful for everything and love yourself. We deserve it. We really, really all deserve to be happy. I don't think God, our creator, our source, sent us here to mourn, to suffer. No, not from the goodness I see around me. No. You go to the parks, you go to the forests, you pass a tree and it sings to you and it waves for you. I'm sure if you start paying attention, you will see that I'm not bonkers. I'm not saying things. You ever go and you pay attention to the trees, you see them waving, you see them welcoming you, you see them like communicating. But we don't see them because we think we have a certain way we've been told that so-and-so owes me my love, this one owes my love. No, you owed your own love because you came here alone, you're here alone, you see things your own way, and one day, one time you will go home. Be ready to take a lot of memories, whether sad, whether what, just be able to look back and you say, yes, I could have got maybe, at least make it 50-50 if it's so bad. But if you can make it, let's make it 80 happy. Maybe the 20 a bit. Much love and joy to you all.